Hello everyone, my name is Ayush. Today I am giving a session of testing in automation. I will show you my knowledge, what I learned last few months, years about testing, and you can see the different perspective of testing. Thank you. First of all, I will give a huge shout out or thank you to Anil sir to give me this opportunity. So thank you sir for this opportunity. And before starting the presentation of testing, I just give me a brief introduction about me, just a little bit. I am Ayush. I am working in a Faxel. There is a company in Mansoor, Jaipur, Salesforce company, typical Salesforce of Jaipur. I am 2x certified in Provar. That the tool that I am today are giving to you, my knowledge of Provar. And I am 2x certified in Salesforce. More is coming. So I think this is more than enough. And I have around 2+ year of experience where I work in Flutter, Node.js, API testing, database testing, automation, little bit of Java, Selenium, and now Salesforce testing. So should we begin?
Yeah. Abhilasha, idhar aa jao.
Yes. So first of my thing is like that what is testing? And before that question, why we need testing? Because first we understand about the requirement, then we easily understand that what is testing. So we will need testing to check just for the client requirement that our product is made according to the client requirement or not. Because developer, I also done some of development in Flutter, so I also think my code is correct. So there is no error. But tester things like I want to find issue. Like for example, in my childhood, there is one newspaper come, Rajasthan Patrika, where a fun column will come where I have 2 photos and find difference in that 2 photos. That is also like we are doing testing. One is for the client requirement, one is for the developer stuff. So you get it, why we need and what is testing. Okay, so now I go to the boring PPT. As you can see, so first is like software testing process, onboarding, blah blah blah. As you all know, why we need testing. Cost reduction. If I found bug in the first stage or second stage, it will give very less price to the client as compared to in the pre-production or after the release. If I found that same bug, then improve the quality, as we all know, enhance the user experience. Simple basic term. What is software testing? We all right now discuss it, simple, the theoretical thing. Types of testing, okay. There is a very good thing. People always think that software testing had 2 types, manual and automation. I think according to me, this is a myth. Software testing is performed by 2 ways, manual and automation. It is always as 2 types, that functional and non-functional, not manual and automation. So if we talk about functional testing, the 4 pillars: unit, integration, system, acceptance. We all know unit, developer do, integration, tester and developer both do, system testing only QA will do, acceptance QA and the client will do to check my product is ready or not for the market. Non-functional testing, we check the performance. For example, a website will load in 2 seconds, 3 seconds or not. If it take more than 2 or 3 seconds, it is not performing well according to standard of the market. Security is very important. We always see data breach. So security is not properly in the usability, load, stress. We just check that if 10,000 users comes in that particular time, then the website will work properly or not. About the state testing, load testing is website made for the 10,000 people. And for example, this Diwali sale and 20,000 people will come, then what will happen? So this type of areas cover in the non-functional. Manual testing, the human touch. As I told you, human will do manually with his hand, with his brain, the testing. Like I have to check this button, like this button work properly or not. So I'm doing via manual testing. But I write any kind of remote strip and I click it. So I will check 100 laptops click together. So this was automation. So as you can see, flexibility, human insight, cost effective, human will pay. Disadvantage, it take too much time, error prone. Sometimes I'm on the sleepy mood and I just check the manual part and it will not pop up and I say my test case will pass. So it will be cost my job and the client product. Limited coverage, human brave thing, infinite things, but sometimes he is not in just mood to see the infinite possibilities, sometimes limited coverage. Automation testing, increase coverage, faster executions, improve consistency and cost effective. So, and if we talk about increased coverage, faster execution, I write, for example, a script in Selenium for the YouTube. So I just have to write one time. I will run many times. So it will automatically do and check my all test cases. So my time will save, faster execution, no chance of human error, because I read the script, I found errors, I fixed that error, problem solved. And this was a disadvantage, specialized skills. Does anyone see that that second point of disadvantage is disadvantage or not? I think that is a disadvantage according to Medium testing blog. But I thought if you are hired as a automation tester or as a C++ developer, so it's a basic thing you need to know C++. So it's just a basic thing. It is not bug according to Medium, but according to me, it's like you need skills to do your job. Simple and sweet. Manual testing versus automation testing. According to scene is that the which testing technique you are using, it's dependent two things or three things. Budget, how much budget client have. It's like Kirana shop, manual testing. It's like big budget, big project, then automation because it will ease your work. Second thing is the conditions of project. When we have to release, what are the conditions, what are the perspectives, and third one is how much time you have. Conclusion, as I told you, why testing is needed, improve product quality, understanding end roles, QA, QE. I know you, I think you guys know about, I am not for the roles, I'm for the testing. So it's just roles are coming and different testing and methodologies like STLC, like another like, and high quality products. And if we go to the part 2, where our real work is start, that is automation, where we are using Provar tool for the Salesforce automation testing. So let me present our part 2, which is after that we go to the hands-on. We are doing automation testing today using Provar tool for Salesforce, and I am super excited to see to give you demo for that Provar automation. So why automation testing? As I told you in my previous PPT, it reduces the cost because human efforts will be low, improve accuracy. Sometimes human miss any bug, but code doesn't if code is written correctly. Fast release cycles, increase efficiency. As you can see, reduce testing time up to 80%. It is very good thing for a QA team. And if you go to the third slide, automation tool for Salesforce. There are basically 3 tools. I work on all of 3 tools: Selenium, Provar, and Copado. If I talk about Copado is a new tool for the Salesforce. I'm new about the Provar. Today we see the Provar. It is low code. You don't need to know Java. It is not a high code. You just have to click and drop. About Selenium, I also work in Selenium Java for Salesforce testing. There is Selenium. There is a small issue. That is, if anyone knows about Selenium, there is an XPath in Selenium. And in Salesforce, the XPath change after 5 minutes, 10 minutes. For example, I just add XPath of account tab. After 5 minutes, if I run the code will give error for the XPath, because after 5 minutes, the XPath of that particular account tab will be changed. So that is a little issue for Selenium. So that's why I choose Provar to demo you guys. Provar, the Salesforce testing solution. Low code, it doesn't need to know the coding part, the high code. Salesforce narrative and AI, there are some AI features also in Provar. And if you talk about how Provar work with Salesforce key features, it's like you can do data-driven testing, like you have one Excel sheet and the data you can do like that. You have cross-browser compatibility. I will show you, like you can run in the Safari, Chrome, Edge. There's a multiple browser support and the page object model. This thing I will demo you in the Provar tool. Provar in action, hands-on. So it's like the image of Provar, that how you can create test cases and everything, which I will demo in the tool. Provar versus manual testing. It's just little PPT about the feature. Speed up to 80%. It will give the faster speed, accuracy as compared to human, because sometimes we miss something but AI doesn't. The value proposition of Provar, faster release and reduction of testing cost, which will help in the return of investment. It's an application based tool, not cloud native. So I will create a new folder, scratch work. So like write beta test, because I am showing first time to you, it's like beta testing for me. So this is our interface. As you can see, before going here, I just tell you guys some steps. So in the step 1, we just see the overview of Provar, and in step 2, we just go to the Salesforce connection to our org. After that, we connect the Salesforce application where we have to test which application, which objects. Then in step 4, we can write test cases and automate them. Let's start. As you can see, this was the welcome view of Provar. Here you can write the new project or import from source control. Here you can see you have control of Git and Micro Focus ALM. So here we write just create new, like project name, for example, beta A1, and I just do the default work. Then we will connect the Salesforce. So as you can see, it take little time. As you can see in the bottom part, processing resource changes. So this was the front view of Provar, and this is our file beta A1, and here it is working like processing resource change. Here you can see. So it take little time to set up. The files are coming, the default files, and if you have to set up the Salesforce connection, before that I will show you which browser Provar is supported. So here Chrome, Safari, Edge Legacy, Edge Chromium, Firefox, Internet Explorer, which is little die but okay, Chrome headless. So these are browsers supported by Provar. After that, now, and this was the test builder where we can write our test cases, like click in the account tab, first name, last name, this all thing. And this was the run button where we can execute our script and see that my automated script is working properly or not. Cool. Our step 1 is completed, and we're going to the step 2, Salesforce connection. So for the Salesforce connection, as you can see, there are some in the bottom, there are some tabs: problem, tab settings, and test runner. So here you have connections, mobile apps, browser provide, variable, environment, tag and SLA, and test cycles. So for the connection, I will click here for the add a new connection, and the interface will come. And here I write, for example, I will connect my UAT work. So I write Ayush UAT, and here description like Provar session, and here the connection tab, we are just click. So here not Salesforce, you can connect various type of database, Google softwares, like if you have test the Gmail, or like you have to do some web testing, you can do with Google, Microsoft, generic web service, Program Manager, which is in the development, Zephyr, and Salesforce. So in this session, we are just see about the work of the Salesforce. So I just connect Salesforce. After clicking Salesforce, it will give me the option like normal Salesforce connection, community connection, and portal connection. So I'm connecting my normal org. So just click on the normal. Then he is asking me, tool is asking me about username, password, environment, as security token. So I just write my credentials. So for the security token, as we all know, we have to go to the setting part in our org, reset my security token, and just reset, because without this we cannot connect our org in the Provar tool. And now I just wait for my mail. So this is our security token. Just copy that and paste here. If I write something wrong, for example, I just miss the T of UAT and I just test the connection, so it will give me that you please check the username, the credentials, or password or security. See, so as you can see, our connection is okay. There is no issue of credentials. So I just write here OK and connect my org to the tool. So as you can see here, you can see Ayush UAT and the connecting the org and loading the metadata of my org, the all applications and everything. So as you can see, it is connected, and here I can see the objects of my org, the all objects, the tabs and pages. So we do in a service app, for example, we just do the automation part in the service app. So I just open the service app, and for example, I have to check the contacts of the service page. So for example, the sample exercise that I prepare for today's session. So I have to automate these 4 fields in contact: solution, first name, last name, and phone number. So I will open the Provar app. I will click here the new test and write sample contact dummy, and yeah, after that if I click here, it will launch a test builder where I can start the automation, like the automation part. And here as you can see, user and existing connection, and it will show me the connection name Ayush UAT, and here is the option of Salesforce application where I write sales. So I have to find sales. So here sales console, as you can see, the pop-up will come this, and here you can see session 1 is started. So it is setting up, and this is the tool where I can just write the test cases, the flow, and here one automated Chrome will open. So as you can see, it is loaded, and here we can see the roadmap. So for example, a simple exercise, we have to create some data in the contact object where I just take simple 4 fields: solution, first name, last name, and phone number. First of all, I want to find the contact. Here it is. So I just click here, the right click, and here I write add to test cases. So it is adding the cases. What happened? Yeah. So it is added, and here you can see the field locator. As I told you the XPath recently in the session in Selenium. So this is the XPath of this particular field. As you can see here, also you can see the red rectangle like cover line. And here you can also take screenshot like before the operation is done and after the operation is done, what were the changes you can see in the UI part. So if I write capture visible area or capture the entire page, for example, I just click on capture visible area, then screenshot after capture visible area. So I just click here. Here you can see the 3 options: add and do, add and cancel. In cancel it is simple, this will cancel it and we can start again. Add, it is just add, not click on the particular tab. And add and do, it is when I click here, it will add my case, it will add my cases here, and it will open the contract object. And here one more thing is wait. If you guys know about little bit about Selenium, there is a before wait and after wait is Selenium. This same concept in this, like for example, there are sometime you have to wait for the data 1 second, 10 second. So here you can just use that waits. For example, I add apply and do. So it is adding over the first case about click on the context object. So it is getting because we are doing first time, so it is connecting to the my org. As you can see, Salesforce connect Ayush UAT. Then it is going to the my app and click on the contact tab. So it take little time because we are doing the first time from the scratch. So yeah, and then I just click in the new button and click add to the test case, and the test case is started for adding. So here as you can see, it is locator and the qualifiers and the option where I write this time capture the entire page and add and do. So it will click the new button in my contacts. So it will start the form of contact, and here I am just taking one pick list, for example doctor, and I write here add to test case. So it is adding that test case, the doctor in this field. So as you can see, we just choose the doctor, visible area, and then we go to the first name. For example, I write Steve, and I do add and do. As you can see here, I can see the value Steve, or I write anything like Steve with double E. So as you can see, it will update here when I do add and do. So yeah, so as you can see, the first field we can take, and the second Steve with double E. So it is adding a test case. So as you can see, the field name, first name, the value Steve, and as you told me about the screenshots and the reports. So for the report, I am taking the screenshots. So it will be added to the report. That's why I'm adding the screenshots. And here I write the last name, for example, strange, and just adding option visible, add and do, add to test case. As you can see here, I cannot write anything in the input box, so he is giving the note, please complete this field in the right side of the Provar panel. So here I can write any random 10 numbers for the phone number part, and do add and do. So it will automatically pop up the value, as you can see. And after that, we have just have to take 4 fields. So I am adding one more case to the save button, and it is the record will be created. And yeah, screenshot part, entire page, and done. So it's done, and I can abort the session once that it is done. So it is done, and yeah, stop. So it will log out, and yeah, as you can see now the data will come, which I do, the doctor, the Steve, the strange, the phone number, and the save button. Now I'm doing, now I can run this to check that the validation or everything is working properly or not. I just change the RAM because it will give me the validation error. For example, I just take the name Alex and save this. After saving this, we have 2 options to run this. I can do the test builder part, because you can see the roadmap that it is going top to bottom, and here you can see the actions performed in the UI part. So I just click on the test builder. So it is starting, and this was a session 2, as you can see here, it is also written. So first of all, it is doing my Salesforce connection. After that, it is go to my object page, then do the new record creation. As you can see here, also written, Chrome is being controlled by automated test software. So now my Salesforce connection is happening. Now it will go to the contact object, then go to the new button and create this 4 fields. Doctor, as you can see, Alice, and then strange. In the other option, you cannot see the right part, only see the UI part. But I am showing you both because you can understand the proper the roadmap, that how things is working. See, contact is created, and now it will be auto log out. As you can see, it will pause and see that your work is done. So I click in resume, and it will do the auto log out, and it is closed, and session is completed. While session is completed, you can go to the Provar tool, and here you can see all screenshots and the status successfully started and it is ended. The auto report is generated here. As you can see, export test results. So I click here, and there is 2 options, Excel or document PDF format. So I just click in the PDF and just browse the location. For example, I want in the disk download, and just click and finish. So this is our PDF report about the test cases which we do, started, ended, duration, the test summary, the passes, and someone talk about the screenshot stuff. So as you can see, or connected page object, click on contacts, before screenshot and after screenshot. When I click the new button, before screenshot, then after screenshot, after that When here you can see the script is also written on SF contact, Salesforce contact, new screen, set the solution pick list to doctor. As you can see, I just that work. So before, after, so the complete cases of all fields. Now we can try also one more example, which is little complex, or I don't think so complex. So we can take new example where I just wrote down for the better understanding. So this is completed the simple exercise. Now we can do this one. So here the multi objects example, account, contact and opportunity. Here we can see multiple different type of format. For example, name will take input field. This one take the pick list format. If I talk about the opportunity, this is the checkbox type. This is the date type. So we can try this example and do more hands-on work in that thing. So first of all, I created new test, and you just have to add new parameter, and here you can see source type Excel spreadsheet, as you can see, and there is a file type where you just import your Excel file, then worksheet, and then after that you can write your Excel column name. For example, you have to start from the down the first column or across the first row according to that, and here you can write the worksheet, the file and the range, and you have to check the variable. For example, there is a name field, so here you can write for example first name or last name, this kind of stuff. So we will create the new test for the second example, the same Ayush UAT, and this time we can change the app. First of all, I go to the account object and do the same step, create a test case, and here I can write the option about the screenshot, add and do. It will click the account tab. So here I can write the new. We have to just import data in these 4 fields: name, account number, phone number, website, account site and industry. So let's go. So for the account name, I write for example my name, and add 2 test cases, add and do. Over next field is phone number, this one. After that, the third field is website. So I will write for example www.apple.com, add and do. Then industry is a pick list. So for example, I choose entertainment industry and click on the test cases and go to the option screenshot or capture, add and do. And after that, industry is done. Then we click on the save button, add to the test. It is saved and the account is created. So as you can see, the account is created. Then I go to contact and just create the new button, and just adding the test case of contact. The same screenshot part for the report. Basically in the contact object, we can see the pick list, the first name, last name, and now we have to just see the title and email. So just go to the title and write for example Salesforce. Okay. Then I write the email. Now we go to the opportunity part, and see, thing is that I just take 2 examples. One is the contact with 4 fields, another is 3 object. I just take the contact one because you can see the demo part and how things will work. So in the second object, you guys understand that how you guys have used to of the flow. So it will better to understand about you guys that how things will work out. So just I write the opportunity. Here I can write the amount, or I just see the what are the fields I have to write. Amount, for example 2000, and just add 2 test cases. Then after that, our next field is close date. So for example, I tag 30 April and just add the test case. To that, just tag the private field checkbox, different type of field. For example, I just want unchecked, so I just click here and do add to test cases. After that, I just click on the save button, analysis part, 70%, and just do anything else. So I just forgot to write stage here and just click on the save button. So our opportunity is created, and according to that example, opportunity is created, contact is created, and name is created. Now our script is ready, so I just abort this and we can do the new session. And this time we just see the UI part and check the things are working properly or not. So I just wait for 2 minutes, so it will be update my data, and then we are good to go. Yeah, so as you can see, all the test cases is coming, and now we are ready to go. So I just launch the test builder and yeah, save it. So yeah, session 4 is started and it will take you. As you can see, the entire roadmap will come. First I'm connecting with my org, then the page, then all 3 objects and their fields. So yeah, it is done and it's doing auto logout. It is completed and I will see you the location. So this is example 2.test case. Okay, if I generate the report, for example, and I browse here, so as you can see, there is a folder called test where you can go with beta. So here you can see the entire file which you have to share to your one of the colleague. Then they will import this file. As a welcome screen, this is the option where you import this file. So this interface will be open and all your save work will be open. If you want to share the automated work, okay, and you want to see the UI part, right? Doing the UI testing. Here you can see the connection name. For example, just write Ayush YT, description, session, connection type. For example, I go to the Google. Wait, no, not this one. Yeah, UI testing. Here you got the option of UI connection. Here you can write the URL, your username, password. For example, I want to try, for example, Zomato. So I write my Zomato credentials here and it will connect with the Zomato and do the UI part. Anything else? Or I just end the Provar tool. Just to go to the new test. Wait, just have to build the connection. Thank you guys for the session and listening my boring lecture, and thank you so much.
We have a token of appreciation for first timers, and again हम लोग usually seasoned लोग ज़्यादा करते हैं, but as I said at the start, love the courage this gentleman has with such a passion, and बहुत डरा हुआ था, but he did it anyway. So just give him a
Thank you, sir. Thank you, everyone.
thank you.
Thank you, sir. So my session is completed, and initially I was very nervous for the session, but once I started to give presentation, the audience is very supportive. They boost my confidence, and they ask me different scenarios, different questions for the automation stuff. So after the session completed, I also tried the different scenarios and things after the session, and it is very good. It is a very good experience for me.